of start to take shape a little bit?
I think the guys have done a good job of, first learning the defense, but I think just playing with a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of tempo. They're not going to get everything right. It's the fourth day of a new defense, which is fine, as long as we fly around it and get to the ball. And I think we've done a good job at that, and we'll continue to perfect the techniques and the concepts of the defense.
Ryan was talking about competitions at each position. How do you want your DBs to attack it?
The depth chart is a thing that's moving every single day, and so with that, guys have moved up, guys moved down, guys moved at different spots. Just creating competition within the group has been a good deal, and so with those guys being able to move at different spots, different guys moving up and down the depth chart each day, I think that creates competition within itself. And then when another guy makes a play, another guy fights harder to try to make a play himself.
And they're well aware of where they're moving each day. Do you keep them in the know of that?
No, we let them each know. Beginning of each meeting, we let them know exactly where they're at on the depth chart, where the reps are going, and how we're doing it. So they have a sense of what it is before they go out there, and then go from there.
When you're dealing with DBs,
Yes, sir.
a receiver's gonna make a play on them, right? At some point. Do you have those conversations with your guys in terms of having that next play mentality when they do get beat or if they do miss an assignment?
I think the biggest thing with that is, again, like you said, the next play. We got to go play the next play, whether we get an interception, a PBU, stop on third down, or we give up for some reason a touchdown or a big pass play. We got to learn how to step up and play the next play, and just to add that mindset and to basically one play at a time and clear and play the next.
What's it like kind of challenging maybe Quindle and Rodney to kind of take a step forward now with them playing so much reps and just, their experience? What have you said anything about taking them to challenging them to do more?
I think they kind of evolved a little bit at the end of last year of stepping up and being the leaders. But I think verbally they have done a way better job so far of just kind of getting guys together. I mean, in the off season during the winter conditioning, Rodney was actually meeting with guys at his house to cover some of the drills and some of the conditioning stuff that we were doing. Also, some of the new playbook stuff and the concepts that we were doing. So I just think from little things like that add up to big things that add up to success.
From your experience, when players take that kind of role, like Quindle and Rodney, what does that mean just for, other guys following that lead? Do you think guys just kind of receive that right away that, hey, I want to help you get better?
Yeah, I think because whenever you're looking at leadership and what you might consider success on a football team is the guys that's playing, correct? So the guys that are playing, those are the guys that have played a lot of football here. So when they're talking to a younger guy that hadn't played as much, that's what they're kind of seeing that, okay, well, that's an opportunity to play. Those guys that played, they've been here, they've done it, so they obviously know the right way. And again, also, we show them examples of what's right and what's wrong, and the guys that show up in a lot of what's right are those guys.
Just also too, like with this new defensive scheme, I know how's that kind of collaboration going with Coach Barnes with you guys? How are you guys collaborating to figure out kind of what works and what how's that collaboration going with you guys?
It's been good with just staff. I think the biggest thing is we're all professionals here, but Coach Barnes, he'll tell you himself, he's in love with concepts. And as long as we can get the concepts right, whether it be, 3 down, 4 down, 3 deep, 2 deep, 4 deep, whatever it may be, as long as we get those concepts and we can play with great effort, we have a chance. The scheme part we'll get to later on when we start the scheme teams. But right now we're just in love with the techniques and concepts. And the biggest and the number one thing that we got to have is the effort. If the effort is there, we have a chance.
And would you say that your DBs are tackling those concepts pretty well at this point?
Yeah, I think those guys have taken a great approach at not only learning it, but trying to perfect it. You know what I mean? Going out each and every day. And the one thing that you're starting to see guys is starting to correct each other. And when guys start to do that, I think you got a real chance because, again, that leadership, but also the accountability is starting to show up, and guys do a great job at that.
Has Rodney kind of got excited about, next week? I know you have to think one practice time, but have you seen him kind of get excited about that spring, that open practice in Nashville next week?
To be honest with you, I just looked at the schedule for last week, and I just found out and realized that it was in Nashville. So I don't know if those guys even looked that far, to be honest. I think those guys are looking to try to recover the bodies right now and eat and hydrate and get ready for the next day. So I would have to ask them that myself. I don't know.